The Ring Fanatics podcast post WWE Day 1 recap. I am Nick. With me to my other side is Joel. About to recap Day 1 that just happened, not till ended like about 20 minutes ago, I think. Wow. There is a lot to say about that, bro. The ending that no one really expected with Brock winning the WWE Championship. What are your thoughts on this, by the way? I gotta ask you first. I gotta start with you, man.
I think this is a great move.
I know
I
you were
think,
telling me how much you love this because you love Brock.
oh, hell yeah. You know I'm a Brock guy.
Yeah,
I love the idea of him being champion again. It was crazy the way it came about with, of course, entering the Fatal 5-Way.
yeah.
Um,
It all happened last minute because it happened like about 2 hours before the actual show.
yeah, they were like, oh, Roman tested positive. I don't
Yeah,
think he tested positive. I think it's more of,
of a work.
yeah, I think it's more because you remember his, when COVID first started, he took some time off because I think it's his immune system that's
Yeah,
just garbage because of the cancer and stuff. So I think it's more of that, but they had to give like a reason to fans more than, hey, for his safety with keeping him home.
yeah,
So they said, oh, he tested positive, which I feel is a sucky way to do it, but it gives in more to the storyline. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
who knows? That's just my opinion on it. I think it's just that. I think that's why Brock won the title because we will not see the tribal chief for a while.
yeah. That could be
I
possibly.
I think that's one of the reasons why he won the title because like I said, we won't see him for a while. And he's a free agent.
Yeah, that's
So
also what got
he
me.
could hop back and forth. He could do Royal Rumble with a SmackDown guy, Elimination Chamber with a Raw guy. I think they're doing Fastlane too, which is I don't know why, but
Yeah,
do it with whoever. You know what I mean? And so he could flip around back and forth.
a
And
lot. Yeah,
now it makes it must see TV because Brock is the champion. Will he show up this week? Will he not? What
yeah.
show will he show up on this week?
Logically, though, let's say if that was the case with Roman, had to be sitting out for a while. Logically, that if we don't know how long he's going to be out for, would they strip
Yeah.
the title off of him? Will they?
I don't think so.
Depending on how long he's going to be out, who knows? He could return next week to SmackDown. He
Yeah.
could be out for like a month or two, depending on
Yeah.
how long he wants to sit out for.
Yeah.
And yeah, because technically, logic with COVID protocol, it's 2 weeks, 10 to 14 days to sit out. So we won't see him for like about 2 weeks at least. So if that's the case, if he doesn't want to sit out, depending on how long he wants to sit out for, who knows how long and what they would do with that title
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I don't know. I mean, I liked Brock winning, but at the same time, it's like I hope they don't mess this up. I hope they don't, make this one of those like Becky Lynch SummerSlam moments where it's like, oh, we beat the champion.
I
Now
was,
what?
I
You know
was
what I
kind of
mean?
mad. I was kind of mad he pinned Biggie.
Yeah,
Like I get it
yeah,
to be dominant, but I think that was a bad choice.
yeah. That was the bad
I think
choice.
he should have pinned a Seth Rollins, someone who could take the pin and not really be hurt from it.
Yeah, yeah.
But other than that, I think it's a very good move on their part because, like I said, he could hop back and forth.
I didn't even think about like I knew he was a free agent, but I didn't think about him going to SmackDown and defending it. It's like
Yeah,
cool.
no,
Now he's on Raw because
that
he's
was
been
the
on SmackDown every week and doing his thing there. So now it's like now he's on Raw. Is he going to stay on Raw? Can he go back and forth? You know?
well, he's not drafted,
Yeah, yeah. So
free agent, baby.
yeah,
Whoever
that's the
has
interesting part.
whoever has the better competition.
Yeah. Do you think what do you think is the plans going forward with this? Do you think that
I don't think they have a plan. I think
yeah,
this is all
that's
just like we gotta see what happens.
yeah,
Which
there's a
I
lot of
think
people.
it's better for them. I think
Yeah,
WWE works better on their feet, like on their toes. Like, oh, we gotta do something. You know what I mean? When they plan stuff out too long in advance, I feel most of the time it's usually trash.
yeah,
So I think now that maybe this was the plan all along, I don't think so. I really don't think this was the plan all along, but
yeah.
who knows?
Maybe because I let's say if Roman was competing tonight.
Yeah.
I think he would have beaten Roman, in my opinion. I
Uh,
had a big chance of him winning against Roman,
yeah.
and it would have been the night to do so. I think because let's say if they were planning on still doing this match with Roman, because I don't think that they were going to. Part of the reason why it surprised me was because I didn't think that this match with him and Roman was gonna just fade away. I don't think it's gonna be done. I don't think they're gonna skip around it and just forget all about it. They're
Oh
definitely
no, I
going up
don't think
one on
so.
one.
Yeah. I think that too. I saw somebody tweet, um, Mania Reigns versus Lesnar winner takes all. I really don't want to see that.
Yeah,
The winner
no,
takes all thing that makes no sense to me. Um, I do like the seeds that they planted tonight with as he's in the ring celebrating, Bobby Lashley looking over his shoulder. I do like that. I hate that we didn't get the stare down. We just got the spear straight from
yeah,
Lashley. I would have liked the stare down and have that momentum. Like that moment would have been dope.
yeah.
But it is what it is.
Because I mean, who knows? Let's say if it was last minute, then okay, I guess they didn't have much time to prepare for it. I
Yeah.
guess they had what 3 hours, 4 hours. So
Even though
I understand.
I think this has been in the works for a while, because I think it was after Christmas, like after Christmas, like that next day, the 26th, in
Yeah,
MSG. I remember people were on Twitter like they want refunds because they changed the whole show because they took a bunch of people off, and people were like, "Oh, they probably tested positive."
yeah,
And once I saw Roman wasn't on tour, I said, "Ooh, he's probably positive, or he's gonna show up just for the big shows." Like
yeah,
for just SmackDown, just a pay per view, and that's it. You won't see him at a house show because of this whole COVID thing. But now it looks like we might not even see him. So they might have been playing
yeah,
this back right after Christmas. So they've had what? That's not even that long, a week to make this a plan. I think it was the same day as Sasha Banks. Remember Sasha in SummerSlam? Will she fight? Like, where has she been? And I
yeah.
think same thing with Sasha. They knew she wasn't gonna wrestle, but didn't advertise it.
Yeah,
This is your big first show
of the year.
back in Atlanta. This is the first show of the year. You don't want to start off the year saying, "Hey, our Universal Champ, one of our top guys, our probably top guy, is
Not
not
gonna
going to be
be
on the
there.
show."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you don't
would have
want.
been tight that type at a point too. Like if I was
Yeah,
in Atlanta going for that show, I would have been tight
yeah.
regardless.
So that's why I think the testing positive makes sense for the storyline and makes sense for the
Yeah.
fans to at least be like, "Oh, there's nothing we can do
Do you
about it."
think they'll get that match before Mania or at all at some point?
With
Or do you think with
Reigns and
Roman and
Lesnar,
Brock? Yeah, or do you think that they're gonna eventually like
they'll
or you
get.
said storyline purposes of which like no one can touch Roman, no one can beat Roman. Oh, Roman just happened to test positive the day of.
Yeah,
You know, like oh, like now no one can beat Brock could even beat him the first time at Crown Jewel. He couldn't face him tonight because of the positive test.
yeah.
Now the next opponent may not even be Brock Lesnar. They may not see each other until the end of the year.
Yeah.
So who
It's,
knows?
who knows when everything's gonna calm down. Like I
Yeah,
said, who knows if he's really positive or if he's
yeah,
just taking time off like he did before. We
yeah,
don't really know the circumstances, but they will go back to this. Though
yeah,
they will go back to Lesnar and
yeah.
Roman feud. I just don't know when. But I guess we'll just wait and see. I think this would have been a good time to. When I saw that he was off the show, that was the first thing I thought of. I said, "Ooh, he's taking time off,"
Yeah,
and I also thought they were gonna take the belt off of the Usos because of that,
yeah.
but they didn't. They just left it on them, and
I'm
actually it was a
guessing. I'm
dope
guessing they
match
probably
too.
like. Yeah, it was a dope match. Great opening match. And I'm pretty
Can I
sure.
say something real quick? The
Yeah,
matches tonight were pretty good. A
yeah.
lot of wrong people won. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of
Yep.
wrong people won.
Yeah, we'll get into more of that. But
Yeah.
I think with this, I think they may have the Usos just hold it down for a little bit. Maybe
Mhm.
have Paul do something with the Usos. Maybe, like you said, Brock may go to SmackDown this week and show up with the WWE belt. Be like, hey, tell Roman I want a belt, or kind of tease that match still.
Yeah.
And kind of go off direction a little bit. Maybe someone from Raw wins the Rumble, and um, then maybe that may happen. I've just realized we got a few comments from people on YouTube. Just realized I saw shout out to Side Note Suplex for tuning in
Yo.
on YouTube. Just saw this. Sorry about my fault, guys. I just saw this.
I forgot that
Um,
there's comments on here.
yeah, I
I
completely
forgot you
forgot.
could see them.
I know, me too. I'm like, my apologies to these people who are sending in. But yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah.
Unify the
So
titles by May. I don't know if I want to see that though. The
unify.
unification. I feel
Yeah,
like that'll mess up the whole draft process.
especially
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like the whole
especially
idea of the draft.
yeah. But that's the thing. That's what I said before. Like, I don't think they're gonna just like have Brock appear on both because that would be confusing. If you just keep Brock right now on Raw,
No,
maybe just
yeah,
show up once on SmackDown, like they said this week, then okay. But like, if you're just gonna flip flop Brock on both brands, which is the interesting part of the draft because he's a free agent,
yeah.
then with especially him as WWE champion, that's gonna confuse a lot of people. So I don't know. I don't know.
I think right now you keep him on Raw till Rumble.
Yeah,
You have whoever he's gonna fight. He'll probably get Biggie at Rumble, for Biggie's rematch. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
doing that. My fault. Shit's falling over here.
As long as
Um,
WWE downsizes the Unify, I mean,
yeah.
yeah. As long as that's
There's ways that could work, but it's gonna be weird having two belts, and then to get that separated again will be tough.
yeah, because
I think that's the toughest part because having a unified champ is fine, but then when you want to separate them, it's kind of tough because then it's like, do you put the guy in two matches in one night? Do you have the match be like a triple
did
threat? If
they
you
did it?
this guy pins him, he loses this,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Like,
The only way that I can think about that happening is the same way that Becky lost it when she had Becky two belts. She defended it both on the same night, and
yeah,
then you know, I think it was Bailey that cashed it in on one of the championships. That's one of the ways I could think of. It
yeah.
doesn't necessarily have to be the same night as Money in the Bank,
No, yeah, it could
but
work.
eventually,
I just don't want to see it. I feel
yeah,
like one of those guys, yeah, would be like Vengeance
right,
2001.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I feel like one of those guys with both belts, it's like who's gonna take it off of him?
yeah.
If Brock wins both belts, the only way believable that could take it off of him is the person that I told you I want to see him fight at SummerSlam.
Question though,
What?
who said it was gonna be Brock? What
But
if it was
Roman
Roman
too,
that
they've
wins?
been building Roman up. Who's the biggest foe of Roman that actually has a chance to
Yeah,
take the belt off of him? Brock. Who's
yeah.
the biggest to take it off of Brock? Roman. There's no one else they have built up to
That's what
take it
I'm
off of
saying.
each
Money in
other.
the Bank is the most believable one that they could do. That is,
Or I've been
or
saying it, SummerSlam, give me Brock and Walter, put the title on the line. I told you don't even need a title
yeah,
for that match.
yeah,
But if he has a title, put the title on the line.
yeah.
That's the only way you could do it. Have somebody else that is believable.
Or they could just straight up do, you know, make it a triple threat match.
Or
Make it
make
a fatal four way to where,
or
like
like you
tonight.
said,
Let's say if Brock was a champion entering the match tonight, make it like make Big E pin Lashley, Lashley pin Big E, or Rollins pins Big E, something like that, to where none of them has to get pinned. Because that's
yeah.
one thing that people forget too, is that they don't have to get pinned to lose a title. Make it a triple threat match. I know we
Yeah,
don't
you
see
can
those
do that.
often in WWE, but it makes sense.
No, it does make sense. I
Yeah.
think the last time we had that was when they took the
Yeah,
belt off of
Walter is the
Bobby.
threat. Yeah.
Yeah, but Walter's a threat. I think he's the biggest threat, and he hasn't
Yeah.
even got called up yet.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's a big match I want to see for Brock. I've been saying it. You don't need a title. You just need to say
Yeah.
Brock, Walter in the same sentence. Tickets are sold. Like it's over.
Yeah.
But you could do something like Vengeance 2001 where no one thought Jericho would be the guy to beat Rock and Austin in one night.
Yeah.
Maybe you give somebody that chance with Roman and Brock.
Put someone hype someone up, then maybe have that
Yo,
person. I don't know.
you gotta make it believable though.
Yeah,
Because
that's the thing.
there's guys that are like, yo, they deserve a push that you could be like, are they believable that they could beat
Yeah.
them both in one night?
Yeah.
And there's guys up there that like I could think off the top of my head that have the in-ring skill that is believable, but will WWE sell you on them?
Yeah.
Like I think a guy right there in that position would be like a Cesaro.
Could be. Yeah.
Cesaro could be a threat to Roman, but do they build him up as one? No.
Mhm.
You know what I
It's
mean? There's
like,
so many
yeah.
guys that could be a threat but they don't build them up.
And they
Corbin,
released
I
like
did say Corbin is
half
nice.
the people. Like they
Yeah,
released like Keith Lee, Karrion Cross. People could have had the chance to, but now they're not with us anymore.
big
With
guys
WWE.
that would have been
Yeah.
believable.
And believable to also pin too. Not saying that, Keith Lee and Karrion Cross would have been easy to pin, but like, it could be believable. They've been pinned before.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you don't
So
want something that just doesn't make sense.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want Ricochet being Brock clean, and then it's like, okay, all right, Vince, take it
Yeah.
easy. You know what I mean? You don't want
Yeah.
something like that, but you want it to make sense. Maybe you
Yeah.
build up Ricochet for a couple months. Maybe he becomes maybe like that time that Rey Mysterio had that run in 06, 07.
Yeah.
Maybe you build him up like that, maybe it becomes believable.
Yeah.
But you want to, like I said, you want it to be believable.
Yeah.
But there's a couple guys that you could do it with. Just how you gonna do it?
This
That would be big. Title versus title at Mania.
Yeah, that's the biggest draw there, but I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna just. I don't know, because you can also have in their own separate ways. Like maybe Brock versus Bobby happens at Mania. We already seen the
I think that's gonna
tease.
happen.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's most likely it. I'll be more surprised if they did the unification match, because that would just make it even harder for anyone to pin.
yeah. I think this makes more sense now. Bobby and Brock. If Roman's back, Roman and Cena, Roman and Rock.
Yeah,
This makes sense now, because it was the whole thing. Roman and Brock is gonna happen. Roman and Rock, and that's like, but what's gonna happen with Lesnar? Now it makes sense if Lesnar's a champion going into Mania with the other brand. That Roman can now fight Rock, and Lesnar still has a big match on the card.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah,
we still have Rumble. Maybe a Raw superstar will win the Rumble. Who knows?
Still say get a call up to win the Rumble. I think that would be dope. I thought it would be Big E holding the belt to Mania and him putting over NXT talent.
But I think Brock is still put over an NXT talent.
I think
I think a lot of people.
If somebody that's I'm telling you, if Walter wins the Rumble, it makes sense.
He's coming back next week. It's a weird timing that he's.
Let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something. Yeah, he's coming back Tuesday, right?
Yeah,
disgusting that he's still on NXT.
I know. I think he's just competing there until he gets his call up. Like this. Hey, he hasn't competed in what? I don't even know what his last match was.
His last match was for the title.
Yeah, I think that was.
It was still when NXT was black and gold.
Yeah. So I'm thinking he's just competing until he gets called up. I don't even think he's going to be doing much there. I don't even think he's having a run.
I'm trying to think. No, he wasn't the main event that night, but he was like the second to last match of the black and gold brand.
Yeah.
Before my son Adam Cole took the colors and said peace.
Yeah, literally. Now he has it on AEW.
They took the black and gold. It's crazy.
Yeah. I know, it's insane.
But we gotta talk about this card though. Oh my god.
Well, what was your what else happened? So the match before that was the Becky
what was the best moment of the pay-per-view for you? Let's do it like that. What was
best moment? I personally
or you know what? Best moment, best match.
I think my favorite match had to have been the tag team match. The Usos and New Day. That was my favorite match. Very good. It's a tie between that match and the Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. Okay. The main event was up there too, obviously, but not trying to say it was a bad match, but I think those two were my favorite. I got invested from the start to finish. But again, you did mention before that there were some people who didn't win, didn't need to win. And I think that Becky Lynch match was one of them, in my opinion.
I don't care. Like, oh my god, I don't know how they didn't give it to Liv tonight. It's crazy that's even a statement coming out of my mouth right now, because she should be champion.
Yeah,
the match that they had was all Liv. Like Liv should have won that match.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I noticed something weird about Becky tonight. I don't know, because she was. I know she had COVID recently, but she was awfully quiet throughout the match. Like usually she's talkative and she's trolling everyone from before the match, during, and after. Today she was just quiet. Like I barely heard from her.
Yeah.
She barely said anything. And I'm like, this is awfully weird. Like, why isn't she
She
saying
wasn't
much?
talking trash. She
Yeah,
wasn't doing nothing. Also, my
yeah,
son Liv was going in. It was a fast-paced match, not
yeah.
gonna lie.
It was.
No.
It was.
Oh man, but I'll tell you one thing. The slowest counting from a ref I've ever
hmm
seen.
There were a lot
Oh
of roll
my
ups.
god.
There were a lot of roll ups, which kind of got me tight because I'm like, please, if Liv is winning, please don't have her win on the roll up. That's
Yo.
like not the best way to do it. She like I swear every pin she had was a roll up. I mean, can
Yeah.
you just stop making it seem like she's winning on a roll up? Because if she wins through a roll up, that's gonna make her look bad.
Yeah. That was a
Like have her
move
pin
that she
clean.
that was a move she did in the corner that she
The
like
mo-
jumped on the rope
the
and did the
somersault,
flip.
yeah,
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 I said, yo, that should have ended the match. I
yeah,
think
like for
that should
real,
have ended the match.
for
Even if
real,
it was like a quick count and Becky kicks out at
yeah.
3, it's still believable that Liv won and is the champion.
Yeah, Liv
It-
did work her ass off. She did.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
literally.
what I'm saying. She should have won. She deserved that
Yeah,
win
you
tonight.
know what's gonna happen now? Um, hold on. Or maybe you should have an interference in the Lev Bex match. Maybe the quietness to get over Liv. Opponent threat.
That is
Yeah,
true.
that is true. Yeah,
That is true.
but I just
Yeah.
that could be. I could
Yeah.
see that potentially happening. But I don't know. I just did find it weird. I mean, yeah, like she just didn't say much. I'm like, Becky, talk your trash. You know, Liv. I don't know because I didn't really find Liv much of a great talker either. Maybe that could have been one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
Like if you have Liv talk more than Becky, maybe that'll make Liv, bigger than not bigger than Becky, but make her shine a little bit more.
I feel you, yeah. But like I
But
said, it was a fast-paced match. Maybe she was just out of
yeah,
breath and had
yeah, and she
to.
did have COVID. I mean,
Yeah,
that's rough coming back from COVID,
but that
especially
does make sense to give Liv
yeah,
like that she's a threat. Like I'm not playing
yeah,
around with this one. So that does make sense though.
yeah.
I
But
s-
the reason why I kind of felt she should have won tonight because I know for a fact that she is winning the Rumble. Like I don't think it's
you
a
think
question
so?
from there. Like 95% sure. I'm not going to say 100% sure because obviously anything can happen and we haven't really seen the build up.
Yep.
But I feel like there's a really, really, really high chance that's happening. And no offense to Liv, like I want to see that happen too. But the reason why I would have some sort of a problem with it is because that's kind of like the stipulation now for the Rumble. You know, like if you're an up and comer, I'm not calling Liv an up and comer, like she's young in age, so that's why I'm putting her in that
No,
category.
yeah.
But if you're having an up and comer in the month of December or January that everyone's behind, you're most likely winning the Rumble. Last year it was Bianca. The
Yep.
year before it was Drew. Even though Drew wasn't, I'm not calling him old, but even though he wasn't that young then, he never really had
It
his
was
time to shine because
yeah,
that
it
was
was
his
the
moment.
year that he built his momentum up. It's
Yeah,
like same thing with Liv. She's built her momentum up this year. People are getting behind her.
yeah. And I think they shouldn't have waited because with
Nope.
all that, like I said, like it's building up the reputation that if you're getting a hype up, you're winning the Rumble.
Yeah.
And I feel like you don't need to win the Rumble that badly to get your moment. Because she could have won tonight, and gotten her push from there. She still could have gone to Mania,
Oh yeah,
had a
definitely.
WrestleMania moment, and still walk in and walk out of Mania as champion.
Yep.
And she does not need the Rumble. They could have done it a lot differently. But again, I wouldn't mind if she did win the Rumble. It just doesn't have to
Do
happen
you
every year.
do you think she's in the Rumble or do you think they fight again at the Rumble?
I
There was
think
a
I don't.
weird ending to the match.
Yeah, it
Did you
was.
see that Liv was like grabbing her eye? Like
Yeah,
but I saw nothing, and they didn't even like show a replay or nothing. I was like,
yeah,
did the
that was weird.
camera miss it or like
I
did
think
I miss
production.
it? You know
Honestly,
what I
though,
mean?
like
Like
production was kind of off tonight. I don't know if you saw that. Like I noticed the production was off a little bit.
yeah, yeah. There was times I
So
was like,
maybe there were like
you
some.
missed
Yeah,
the spot that was like, ooh, what happened?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so
And
I
so
feel you.
there's some few moments, especially when Beth Phoenix returned.
Oh, don't
They
even get me
show
started on
they
that
show
shit. Don't even
they
get me
showed
started
her
with that shit.
before her music even hit. I'm like, why are
Oh
you
man,
showing her right now? And I'm like,
listen,
that's kind of a weird spot to even have.
listen.
But
Hold
like
on,
stuff like that, just like this. I'm like, why are you showing her so quickly?
you
Like,
just
let
you.
her,
All I saw, the first thing I saw was
she was
Miz
pissed.
staring at the
She,
stage and said, "Oh, it's Beth.
yeah,
Nothing's happening."
yeah,
They show Marie. She turns around, looking at the stage. It's been like 15 seconds by now.
yeah,
Finally, they show Beth on the stage. another 10 seconds before her music hits. It was horrible.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
bad
horrible.
timing, man. It was bad timing. I'm like, yo,
I tell you one thing. I watched that match. That is one of the biggest match. It was a good match.
I did call it though. I did say they were gonna do something most likely at Mania.
Yeah, it was a
It seems like it's gonna happen at Mania. I'm not gonna say anything
listen.
yet, but
It was a great match.
yeah, it was.
It was a really good match. I don't know, great. Oh, it was a really good match.
Yeah,
The
I'm saying they might set something up at Mania.
disgusting the mixed tag.
Yeah,
Listen, this we talked about in the last podcast. If you guys haven't heard, I'm gonna run it down for you real quick.
go for it.
Miz should have won tonight. Build it up the next couple of weeks, talking trash about Edge, right? At the Rumble, eliminate Edge, so Edge can't win the Rumble. Then at Elimination Chamber, Fastlane, whatever the next pay-per-view is, you have the Beth and Edge, you have the mixed tag. Then you get the big blow-off match at Mania, Edge, Miz. Edge gets his redemption over Miz. Miz goes away, takes a little vacation. Boom. There's your storyline. Having Edge win tonight was weird for me.
Yeah.
Because now I don't really care. The whole
Yeah.
storyline was that Miz is better than you.
But
if
the
you
thing
beat
is,
him in the first match, I could care less about the rest of the stuff.
but the thing is, they love doing mixed tag team matches.
Oh, they
at Mania.
love it. But
that's
then
their
they
thing,
won't
yeah.
even let them touch each other. It's
Yeah.
horrible. Horrible.
Yeah.
Let somebody get hit with a suplex or something. You know what I mean? Let me get
Yeah.
one move in.
But
But
they could still do like a Beth versus Maurice at like the Elimination Chamber or whatever.
I don't know if Maurice could do a full match by herself.
Maybe.
Or
I think that
Becky
might be the
even too,
test.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that might be the test. Maybe they can. Who knows? It's not going to be like a big match they're going to hype
You never
up.
know.
Yeah.
But I will say this: Edge was the heel tonight.
Really?
The finish of the match, right, should have been Maurice hitting him with whatever she hit him with. And when he missed the spear, Maurice hit him, he hit his move. 1, 2, 3. That should have been the end of it. And that should have went on to do the storyline that I just told you. That should have built up to it. But no, we got a run-in from this man's wife.
Yeah.
That cost Miz the match. Who has run-ins that cost matches? Heels, baby.
Yeah. They did the Beth Phoenix thing too late in the match. They could have done that in the middle and still had something to where maybe Miz accidentally hit Beth or something where Edge accidentally hit Maurice for real. And then maybe that's how the Miz wins. Like, oh, Edge is like in shock that it happened. And then Miz does this crushing finale and win.
I would have had Beth and Maurice get into a fight outside.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for too. Why didn't they do that?
Yup, listen to this. You already showed that the Miz could care less.
Yeah.
Because he used her as a barricade 2 or 3 weeks ago on Raw. So he doesn't even mind that they're fighting. But Edge is all in it. That's when Miz comes from behind, hits his move 1, 2, 3. It's over.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the heel, baby. Heel Miz. Edge had the heel win tonight. It was bad. I get it. The mixed tag match. I guess that's the thing they're going for. Yeah. I don't know how you gotta build it up for 3 months. That's gonna be tough. Yeah. That's why I said you do the Rumble thing. You have it in between Rumble and Mania, and then you have the blow-off match. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that was a match that I thought the wrong person won.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than Liv.
Yeah.
But yeah, the tag matches were dope.
Yeah. Migo showed up. Of course, he had to have Migo show up.
Once that happened, I looked at my brother and said, "Who do you think's winning tonight?" Like it was just like,
yeah, really.
Why do you even do that?
They're pointing out the obvious. The Migo's coming out with Arky, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I almost thought happened, but I said in the prediction episode.
What?
I could have sworn that was the perfect timing for the Street Profits to turn heel.
Oh,
I thought that was they shook hands after.
To leave the ring. Don't even just leave.
Yeah, just don't even shake hands. Just, you know what I mean? Or maybe attack one of the Migos.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll get Atlanta a lot of.
That would have been lit.
Yeah, just have Montez's super kick one of them.
Hit a frog splash real quick. That would have been crazy. You talking about getting booed? There you go.
In Atlanta, out of all places, that would boo you out of the city.
While wearing Atlanta colors, that would have been crazy. Yeah. That would have been crazy.
There was nobody from New York on that card, right? Like, it would have been funny if someone showed up with a Knicks jersey.
Nah, there was nobody. I think.
Yeah. I'm
Now,
surprised Trey Young wasn't there because he appeared on it.
that's the
Yeah.
boogeyman right there, the boogeyman of the East Coast.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that would have been dope for them to attack one of them and just be like, yo, what a heel turn.
Yeah. That would have
Yeah.
loved it.
While I was watching that match, I forgot what I want to say. I was like, what, match number 3 or 4?
Yeah, no, that
I
was
was
top
like,
3.
I wasn't impressed. I was like, this is a glorified house show.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't till the Brock thing happened that I was like,
That saved the night.
that saved the show. And
Yeah.
even that, I wouldn't tell somebody, hey, did you see day one? Cool, go watch it. No, I would say, here, I'm gonna
Go
break it
watch the
down
main
for you
event.
real
Yeah.
quick. You could go look at highlights. I'm not gonna make you go sit down through that whole show. That would be a dick move on my move. You know what I mean? Like, be like, nah, go watch it. They would hate
Yeah.
me for life.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, let's go watch this show.
I would
Yeah.
say go watch the main event.
Yeah.
Go watch the main
It's
event.
crazy because I said this previously too. Like, if it's the first pay-per-view of the new year, literally the first day of the new year, go big or go home. Like, that's the only option. And they waited till the main event to do that.
Exactly.
I was like, at least, like, yeah, they had great matches, but it's like, come on, like, put more, effort into some of them.
Facts. I didn't hear one COVID joke the whole show. You should hit at least one COVID joke.
Oh, yeah, Pat McAfee did. I think I heard him say a COVID joke. He mentioned
but it was like
COVID
little
in the beginning.
stuff. It was like, oh, they're beating us, but the show goes on. I
Yeah.
would have had somebody that Roman beat already, cut a promo and be like, I couldn't beat Roman, but COVID's on top of him.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, like, it would be like
yeah.
a heel move, like give somebody heel heat. You know what I mean? Just something like that. I would have been
like, all it took was COVID to get him.
Like, if I would have known COVID was going to take Roman out, I would have exposed him 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, something stupid like that would have been like a soft joke, but not nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing that gets you canceled, but something that's that's funny, but like, relax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, something like that. But like you said, go big or go home. There should have been at least 2 or 3 title changes tonight.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I was pissed off at Liv's, because like I said, like,
if Liv and Brock, if that was with 2 title changes, I would have been fine with it.
Yeah.
I would have been like, you know what? This was okay. This was a decent show.
Yeah, but again, like, I know, like I said, like, I don't mind Liv if she ends up winning the Rumble. I wouldn't mind her winning the Rumble.
Yeah, why not?
But
then again, it's like building up again. So 3 months of her going back after the title, it's tough.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. It's kind of, if this is weird now. Like, I don't know what this. A lot of things can happen. I mean, obviously, we don't know. It could be something that we can't even think of. We don't even think of at the moment.
Yeah,
that can happen. Maybe Brock will face someone else that wasn't even mentioned at all from anybody.
What if Brock comes out tomorrow and just says, "This is the title I wanted"?
Today's Saturday, right, or Sunday?
Oh, well,
today's Saturday. Well, now it's almost
Saturday.
Sunday. It's still Saturday. Okay. Yeah. So
if he comes out Monday, you know what I meant. If he comes out Monday, he's like, "Yo, listen, this ain't the title I want. Here you go. You can have a tournament for it. I don't want it. I'm going back. I'm waiting for Roman. Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe he does. Or maybe he does lose it when Roman gets back. Maybe at the Rumble he loses it to somebody else.
Maybe Roman costs him the match.
Yeah, I thought the Usos were gonna interrupt, because I'm like, if you're gonna keep the Roman and Brock thing going on, at least have the Usos come out.
And that's what makes me think that he's gonna be out for a while. That nothing was said about the storyline. There was no interactions with the Usos and him and Paul Heyman. Nobody.
No Paul Heyman either. Yeah.
So that's when I was like, yo, you know what? I think he's gonna be out for a while.
Yeah. It's kind of concerns, like, what are they gonna do now? Maybe someone from SmackDown comes and wins the Rumble.
Yeah, and it's tough because it's mainly a season. You're losing one of your big titles. If he did take some time off, if it was just a positive, wait for him to
wait the 2
test
weeks.
him again till he comes negative. Hopefully he gets well soon, and then you're back and going before Rumble. But if he's taking time off, that's a tough situation.
Yeah.
Because there's no one you could just throw the belt on. Someone that you could just say, yo, he's relinquishing the title, throw it on somebody.
What they can do is probably have like an elimination chamber where for the title there's 6 random SmackDown stars. And then what if they do that and then Roman comes back and challenges it for them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like, at Mania, he comes back like, oh, I'm back. I took my time off. I'm back again. I'm good. Then Mania is for the title again. He beats him. Then he's back on his run.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think one of those options might happen if they don't unify it. But I
It's
don't know.
tough, man.
It is
It's
tough.
tough. I
is.
want to know what they're gonna do, but again, it makes it must see TV. So they're hype right now about it, but also
Yeah.
they're probably like, "What the fuck are we gonna do?" You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's one of those that's like, nice. We got unexpected moment. This is awesome. People are gonna be talking about it because they haven't really had a moment like that in a while. Then the last
Yeah.
moment they had like that, because a lot of the spoilers get leaked, so they
Yeah.
don't have chances. AEW doesn't get that because it's so small company. Not a lot of leaks get out as quickly as
Just once a week.
WWE. That's
Yeah.
so big of a company. It'll get out. It'll fall through the trail. You know what I mean? So I think the last big moment they had was Biggie cashing in. Even though he said he was going to do it, everybody was like, it ain't going to happen. And then it
Yeah.
happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was still big. So I think this was another moment that was like, whoa.
Yeah.
This is happening. Because even Brock, when he came out of SummerSlam, I feel like everybody like kind of thought he was going to come out. Kind of
Same thing with the
had
Cena. Same thing with the Cena
yeah,
one.
we kind of had a feeling. We
Yeah.
didn't know for sure, but we were waiting for it.
Yeah.
This, we didn't know what was happening. 2 hours before the show, Brock is in the Fatal 5-Way. I knew they were in trouble when they covered up Big E, put Brock in the middle, and covered the WWE title. I said, they don't even give a fuck about their champion. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild, bro. But yeah, who knows what they're going to do now? What's WrestleMania going to look like? Does Rock come back and say, hey, Kobe could take down Roman, but I'll fight you, Brock? And we got Brock versus Rock. Like I've been saying.
Or maybe they do something to where like maybe they do have like relinquished the Universal. Maybe that's their way of taking enough of Roman. Maybe that's like I think they had enough of that. They know they're gonna have the same run with Brock where no one can beat him for the title. Instead of having it on Brock, maybe it's like, oh, let's just say he has COVID. Maybe he's out for a little bit longer with his like immune system and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then have someone else win it, give them time to hold the title. Then maybe what if Roman does come back before Mania, have him go a separate direction that's not the title, and then eventually have him go back to get it. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like
why not?
It's not like like I said, like who knows? It could be COVID for real. It may just be part of the storyline to where he does take time off in the title picture. And
why not have a tournament, and why not have a Uso win by mistake?
Yeah.
And then Roman comes back. He's like, "Hold, chill, homie.
Yeah.
I'm the champ. Take it
Yeah.
easy.
Thanks for holding it for me. Thanks for holding it for
You know what I
me.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
And then like, nah. Take it easy. And then you got the storyline of the Usos versus Roman, because then they're gonna band together. They're gonna be like, no, my brother is champion.
Yeah.
You dipped. You
gave
up
you
the
were
belt.
out.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You gave up
Yeah.
you were never pinned, but you gave it up.
Yeah. So
boom, right there. I just gave you the SummerSlam storyline, baby.
Facts, man. That is so true.
I think that would be cool. Like, they don't mean to win it, but then they keep going up the ranks. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna try and win this.
They have a brother, right? They have another brother in NXT. Have him be the one win yet. And it's like, yo, get your brother, get your younger brother. Why is he up here now?
Yo, that'd be crazy if he does get called up. That'd be wild to put the belt on him.
Like, I mean, yeah, that might be too far fetched, but like something crazy
I would put it probably on Jimmy.
Yeah, I'll give it to Jimmy too. That makes the most sense because Jay's already acknowledged him. Jimmy couldn't care less.
Bumping heads, yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy couldn't care less. So it's like it makes sense to give it to Jimmy.
And then maybe you'll have that. Jay's like, yo, homie, Tribal Chief is back. Just give him the belt.
He goes,
nah, I won this. I earned this. Yeah, like I earned this.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's a dope storyline. You can even give me the Usos for the title. That'd be lit.
Jimmy versus Jay. Yeah. Jimmy versus
Jay. Yeah. Give me a ladder match between them two. I'll be hyped. Yeah. Come on.
I would rather they could do something to where like maybe
they'll be like, listen, Tribal Chief, if I win, I'll give you the belt. I'm gonna go against my brother.
Maybe at Mania they do a 6-man ladder match for the title since he's gone, and then maybe they pull off like a Money in the Bank 2019 with Brock.
Do something like that, and then Jimmy just so happens to win it. And it's like, oh,
it's shit. Like, if one of them's in it, and then he just takes it, gives it to Roman. Roman's champion again. Like there.
And then when Roman shows back up, they have their little beef. I'll give you one even better. Jay leaves Jimmy. He said, "Nah, you not. I'm gonna go with the real tribal chief."
Yeah.
Next week, Roman comes out, cut a promo with Jay in the ring. Jimmy's music hits. He comes out. Who's walking behind him? Paul Heyman, baby. Boom, right there. Got you. Got you. That'd be lit. I would like to see that. Like, if
Yeah.
you're gonna do something that's out of the box, like let's say he is taking time off and you need to do something quick, I think that's the easiest way because it keeps it in the family,
Yeah.
keeps it in the storyline. Because Jimmy and him still kind of have
Butting
beef,
heads a
but they
little
don't
bit.
really
Yeah.
talk about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
They
You'll
didn't,
just
they
see
didn't
like
mention it.
side eyes and stuff like that, but nothing like
Too
they don't
crazy.
acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But you keep it in the family, you keep it in the storyline. I think that would be dope.
That would be.
That's
That
the
would be.
only that, or like you said, do a regular tournament, build somebody up. You could give it to like I don't know. There's a lot of
Yeah.
ways you go with it. I like that Brock is champion. I like that he's champion on the brand that Riddle's on. That gives me so much
Yeah.
hope for the
Oh
future.
man.
That
Oh
gives me
man.
so much hope. That we
I mean,
can at
there's a
least
lot.
get
There's,
one match out of them.
yeah, we got to get at least.
At
There's
least
the reason
one.
why I'm actually kind of like I said before, like, I'm kind of like on the fence. The reason why I like it because there's a lot
Yeah.
of dream matches that they can go for it, and I hope they get one of them done for Mania, like the Bobby Lashley one.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's the
the one
one
that
that
should. Yeah, that has to be.
it should have happened 2 years ago before COVID.
Yeah, like I think at
And
Rumble,
now,
like a Rumble,
go.
Biggie's getting the rematch. I'd say
Yeah,
the Chamber's next. I don't think he's gonna be in the Chamber. I think they're gonna have like a.
I think maybe not because of Rumble. I was gonna say maybe they'll give number one contender of
Yeah,
whoever wins the Elimination Chamber at Fastlane, and then whoever wins that faces the Royal Rumble winner at Mania.
well, let me check the schedule. I know WWE releases a schedule
Because I think that
for
I want to
2022.
say Fastlane is happening. I want to say.
Schedule 2022. Let me check to see what that schedule is. No, wait a second. No, there's nothing in between. That's crazy. There's just Rumble, then Mania. There's no elimination.
No
Chamber.
fucking shot.
I'm not. Oh, no.
Oh,
This
no.
is what I see.
You put 2022?
Yeah, on top. See, day one, St.
Yeah.
Louis Rumble, Mania.
That's
Insane.
wow.
I thought there was
Nah,
one.
there has to be something.
They might do like a bit. I don't know. They don't
20,
typically do like
22.
random big events. Yeah, that's insane.
Hold on,
They don't
let me see
have
that.
one.
Oh, here we go. WWE Pay-per-View Schedule 2022. Okay. This is 2021. I need 2022, homie.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go. Okay, we got Royal Rumble, January 29, 2022. It says Elimination Chamber, February or March. So there hasn't been a date announced. And
Maybe
it
they
hasn't
didn't
even
announce
been
it
announced.
last year. Yeah, maybe it hasn't. They're deciding on that. Maybe
And
they're
it
up
says
in there.
and it says unconfirmed. A Super Showdown should be happening in February.
Oh
In Saudi.
God, please no.
Give me!
No.
He has one more match on his contract, baby. Brock versus Goldberg is gonna happen again.
I'm retiring this
happening.
podcast if that happens.
It's
I would
happening.
rather retire this podcast than
I will
see
be
Wilmer
on
Goldberg.
here live streaming my reaction.
Go
Brock
ahead.
versus
Go ahead.
Goldberg.
Go ahead. You can do that. I won't be there.
Yo,
Peace.
That's crazy.
And then
Okay,
we
so
see
that's
Goldberg win it.
yo, that'd be insane.
But yeah, like I think maybe they'll do like let's say if a Raw superstar doesn't win it, or maybe they do
I
like
want to say
either
there's
way.
I want to say there's one pay-per-view between them, but
Yeah.
go ahead. Yeah.
So like let's say if it's not like let's say if it's the Chamber Saudi Arabia show, then Mania, they'll probably do like the Chamber match for Saudi Arabia, and then whoever wins it obviously faces the Rumble winner if it's a Raw superstar. That's it.
Or maybe put the
Because
Chamber.
I'm thinking I know we're jumping way too like I know we're not doing Rumble predictions right now, but I would say my prediction is gonna remain AJ Styles. Like I think he's gonna win it.
Yeah, I remember you were saying that. Yeah.
So I think it would be cool to see him against Brock again at Mania.
Jay
I
versus
think
Brock would be lit.
it would be. It would be. That's why I'm
Yeah.
excited to see. So I think that would be cool to see. Maybe I don't know. Unless they do that for where like Bobby Lashley he may end the Chamber match to where he faces Brock at Mania.
What? How many people are in the Chamber? 6?
Yeah, 6.
Boom, here you go. One champion. You put Brock in there. Put Brock in there.
Bobby Lashley.
And then you mix it up with SmackDown and Raw superstars.
Why both?
Because he's a free agent.
Yeah, but okay. But then what if a SmackDown superstar wins it? Then they can't bring it to Raw.
You're right.
That's the yeah.
right.
They can't bring it to Raw. You're gonna have to go to.
No, but they'll have it on SmackDown. But he won't lose. He won't lose it. But the
unless they keep it on SmackDown until Money in the Bank. But that wouldn't be until
listen. You got Brock, right?
Yeah.
Bobby. Let's do Raw first. Bobby, and I'll put Seth up there because Seth is always gonna be up there.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest heel right now, even though he's not the biggest guy, Sami Zayn will be in that chamber. I'm trying to think who else from SmackDown.
Give me a Cesaro.
Give me a Uso and give me a Cesaro.
Yeah.
Boom, right there. I'm mixed because then it's like whoever wins is gonna go to Mania and fight whoever won at Mania.
Yeah, most likely a Raw superstar. Who knows? Yeah, then they could do that. Yeah,
it could be a SmackDown because SmackDown got no belt.
Ah, true.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a free agent belt.
Yeah,
the belt doesn't belong to a brand no more.
Yeah,
because if Roman's out, there's only one title. If the free agent
you can go to both. Yeah, you can go to both shows.
The belt is a free agent. So let's say Cesaro wins, but AJ's on Raw. Cesaro versus AJ. Whoever wins, then it's the battle of the brands. If Cesaro wins it, he brings it back to SmackDown. AJ wins, he brings it back to Raw.
Yeah.
Boom.
Or have Johnny Knoxville win the Rumble, and then they go ahead and do that.
Yo, I know for sure he's gonna take a crazy ass bump in that.
I thought it was a joke. I thought he was joking around, but like he'll do that shit for sure. He
would. They were what were they? Like 2 weeks ago on SmackDown.
Yeah, no, they did something with Riddle. Yeah, they did something with Riddle for the movie.
I could see him being in there as a celebrity guest and then taking a crazy bump. I could see it.
Wasn't it him or what's the other guy's name from Jackass?
Steve-O.
Steve, yes. Was it him that took that crazy bump from Umaga, Steve-O? Or was it Knoxville?
He took what?
Like, they did something with
Umaga. Yeah. It was Steve-O and I forgot the other guy's name because it was they were promoting their show Wild Boys. It was the guy with the long hair and the beard. I forgot his name, but it was and they
I was gonna say they put someone.
Wild out.
Yeah, he did. I was like, damn. But like, do something like that. Put some big guy in there. I don't know who, maybe Omos, and then have him go off on Knoxville.
Yeah. And then I know it's somebody's putting him above their head and throwing him out. Yeah. He's gonna take that bump.
Yeah.
Now, does he get hurt? We'll see.
Yeah, that's up to him.
We'll see. But he's gonna take a crazy ass bump. They're from Jackass, man. That's what
exactly.
They do.
That's all they do. Like they've seen something. They've done something worse than taking a bump from a wrestler. They've done a lot worse than taking a bump from a wrestler.
Yeah.
If they could do all the stuff they did on Jackass, he could take a bump.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man.
He can. Yeah. Maybe like I don't know, Omos or maybe he'll get like a Samoan drop from the Usos. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe they're the first 3 entrants and they just beat the shit out of him the entirety of the time.
Just bully the shit out of him.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe
that's it happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Today it was a decent show. Like I said, it was probably like a glorified house show, but can't say the matches weren't good.
They were good. They were good. Yeah.
Dope ass matches. Some people should have won and they didn't, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens down the line. But yeah.
And you mentioned Sammy before. His match didn't even happen.
What was that about?
I don't know. He got a number one contender spot. Didn't even get the title match. I'm assuming it must have been the COVID situation too, but they didn't want to announce it because of Roman. So the match is probably just like completely scrapped it.
Yeah.
Or not scrapped it, but just put it on hold for now. Because I don't think they have. Did they have SmackDown this week, or was it just like a year rewind? Because I didn't watch SmackDown, but I didn't even know. I think it
was a year in rewind.
Okay, because I didn't like I said I didn't watch it, so I don't know if anything happened.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to say it was a year rewind. I remember reading that Fox canceled it.
Probably
I don't know how true that was. Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to
Yeah,
look up to see what they say about Nakamura, but nothing.
must have been. I
He
don't know.
just
Must have.
posted Happy New Year. Nothing else. No like I tested or whatever. No,
Yeah,
nothing. I don't know. That was weird though, because I saw that too, and I was like, you lose a match, but you still take one out.
yeah,
You know what I mean? For
yeah,
that, you make sure that match is on the card no matter what.
yeah.
It's just weird the
I
way
think they
that
should have just done it anyways. I feel like even I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the situation is. Maybe Sammy didn't feel comfortable either because he was also one of those people from the beginning of COVID that sat out for a while.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So maybe that was the situation too. Maybe he didn't want to travel. He didn't want to go to. Hold on. It says WWE
You
took the match off the website early today. Maybe yeah. 'Cause maybe Sammy
I
didn't feel
was
comfortable.
just reading that it says Sami Zayn won the 12 Days of Christmas Gauntlet match last week to earn a shot against Nakamura's title. However, the match is currently not listed on WWE.com. Was told WrestlingNews.co was told last weekend that the match was planned for day one. But
Yeah.
Nakamura was not among the names that appeared on the. I guess there was a
Mm,
list of names that tested positive. He wasn't one of them.
They must have been
So they
Sammy or
either that or like you said, he did take some time off after COVID started.
yeah.
So who knows? Maybe he's doing the same thing.
Yeah, because he doesn't. I mean, even if he doesn't even have a title, so he could sit out as long as he wants until
Yeah,
he gets back.
that is true.
So I don't know because they're not even doing COVID testing either. So he's probably even extra cautious with
Yeah,
that. So who knows who can have COVID there? It could be anybody. So
nah,
yeah,
that's a
I don't
fact.
know. Yeah, it's weird. They might do. Hopefully they do it soon. What are your final thoughts on the pay per view? By the way,
I think it was all
first
right.
January 1st,
I think
2020.
it was all right. It wasn't
Oh,
nothing
second.
special. Of course, the ending was something we weren't expecting.
Got a lot of people by surprise. Yeah,
I loved it because I'm a big Brock guy,
yeah.
but I think it's cool also because, like I explained, he's a free agent now. The title goes where he goes.
Yeah, like Biggie, like he did his thing. Like I'm not saying like
Oh,
he
I love
didn't do.
Biggie
Yeah,
because I had him holding it till Mania and then dropping
mhm,
it at Mania till the winner of the Rumble.
yeah,
Because my whole thought was Roman and Brock at Rumble, and then
yeah,
Biggie fights the winner, and that's where he would lose it.
yeah. I think like you said before. I think it shouldn't have been him that got the pin, but
Yeah, it should have been.
just his title reign alone was. I think he did his thing, even though it wasn't enough. He did his thing. I think he did a great job building this feud with this whole match, even without Brock in it. He still put up a great promos, great matches for this feud, even for the Roman Reigns match. I think this was his first title defense. I'm not 100% sure, but
Who Biggie?
yeah, I think so. I'm not
Nah, he's
100%
been
sure.
defending it.
He has. What was his
Yeah,
first?
it's on all the pay per views he's defended it.
Oh, didn't he? He did it on. Didn't he compete at Crown Jewel, or am I did not compete at Crown Jewel?
I'll tell you right now.
Um,
What are you trying to play him,
I'm not
man?
trying. I'm not
What's
trying to
up,
bring him. I'm just
Biggie?
saying I don't remember.
Yo,
It was.
boo
I.
this man! Trying to play my guy. He's doing his thing.
Yeah,
Let's
but
see what.
the thing is, I think it all started with like we said before, with this Biggie cashing it in on random Raw, announcing it. I think they
Yeah,
had no plan with it to begin with. It was like, okay, this Biggie, you're cashing in tonight. Cool. How long it's gonna
yeah,
last? We don't know until we figure something out. I think it just happened to be at a bad timing with this whole Roman thing.
yeah. That's a
Maybe the
fact.
original plan before this was to keep it on Biggie and not put it on Brock. Maybe they kind of had to do a last minute change to where they had to give it to Brock and then maybe give Biggie another chance at it. Maybe
Yeah.
Biggie wins the Rumble and then
Who
maybe he
knows?
goes
Yeah.
on to win get another shot at a
Maybe
Mania.
that's his get back.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that either. I mean, he won I mean, he won the Money in the Bank. That'd be cool if he won the Royal Rumble to get his Mania shot.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that'd
here
be
we go. Here we go. He's defended it a couple times. McIntyre at Crown Jewel. I know he defended it against Bobby right after he cashed in.
okay.
Who else? Survivor Series. Didn't he? It wasn't for the belt,
But
but
he still went against Roman.
yeah. And then because And then what was TLC?
Oh no, I think he had a match against Austin Theory that one random night on Raw. Remember he gave because he found the egg, and then he
Yes.
gave him
Yeah.
then he gave him a championship match. I remember that one too. There was no pay per view in December. I think that was as far as it was the last pay per view before this one.
You
So I think that was
sure? I feel like a pay-per-view happened.
maybe I don't know.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna agree with you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna agree with you just to say, yeah, fuck it, it didn't happen.
yeah. Final thoughts on the
Or
pay per
maybe it
view.
was supposed to happen. I don't know. But yeah, what was your final thoughts?
I think it was. I think it was. Like I said, I think it was expecting too much. Like, I don't want to say I was expecting too much out of it, but it could have been bigger than what
Yeah.
it was. But
Oh
again, the
yeah.
matches are dope. The matches are good for what it was. Questionable decisions, but I think for what
It was an
it
entertaining
was
show.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. I hope this leads to something big for Mania season. I think they had to go like if they didn't go all in for this show, they had to go out all out for Rumble.
Yeah.
They
Rumble's.
had to have some crazy spots, crazy
Yeah.
entrance, crazy stuff in there to make it like must see. Like okay, now we're the first Rumble. Like I think the last Rumble in person was 2 years ago. So because they didn't do it last year in the Thunderdome, obviously it was in person.
Yeah. That was the one my son Christian and Edge
Yeah, the
embraced.
hug,
The hug.
the hug that it was
The
like
hug
it
that
was
opened the forbidden door.
it was a hug goodbye, not
Yeah,
a
we
yeah.
thought it was like back together. They said, "Homie, I'm
Nope, he
actually
was saying
out."
goodbye. He was
You know?
saying yeah. Yeah, so that happened. Yeah, so I hope they go big for Rumble. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of surprises there. A lot of good stuff happening in both.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that in another episode.
Yeah, I did want to bring something up to you. This has nothing to do with WWE, but I saw it today, right?
They know what bringing up.
Wait, what am I bringing up?
No, say it though. Say it
Wait,
first.
you say it. What do
No,
you think
you
I'm
say
bringing
it.
up?
No,
Nah,
that
I want to know what you're gonna bring up.
the Tony Khan thing.
Oh, that too.
Oh no!
So
Wait, what were you gonna say?
you want to talk about it? The Tony Khan thing, real quick. We'll
Sure,
go
sure, yeah.
real quick. People hated on what he said. Um, I don't know.
Like
Maybe
I get what he was trying to say, but it was like he said it wrong to where
yeah,
it came out wrong. But I get what
yeah.
he was trying to say. You know what I mean?
And I
It did
don't
sound
think
fucked up, but
I don't
I
think
guess
it was anything wrong with what he said. It was just how he said it.
yeah. And I
Cause
think
like
people took
I
it the
know,
wrong way. It was like
yeah, because I
okay,
know she was saying that like a lot of minorities don't get
yeah,
love on AEW, but even I can make a tweet and tell you she was wrong.
yeah.
Number one, the Lucha Bros are the tag champs.
You had Nyla Rose the
Private
first,
Party, yeah, Nyla Rose was the first women's
or
title.
no, yeah, she held it, yeah, and then you
Yeah,
had
Private Party has been on TV every week.
yeah,
Dante's killing it. Leo Rush came back after he retired and then even though he's mad about it, Hobbs
yeah,
has been killing it on Team Taz. He's on TV. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not. So I understand how he was trying to bring it up and just said it wrong, but also like her just trying to be like, oh, it wasn't good for my health. Good, dope, you left, whatever. You knew he was gonna get a response. You knew he was gonna respond.
yeah,
That's the type of person he is. He has Twitter. That's what people do. You know what I mean? So I didn't see anything wrong with it. I just saw like you said, he said it the wrong way.
yeah. He just said
But
it, yeah,
yeah, but it wasn't nothing like crazy that people were like calling him racist and stuff. And it's
yeah.
like the
Hey,
dude,
that was too far. I'm like, chill.
isn't
I
he
know, yeah,
Middle Eastern or
yeah. He
something?
even mentioned that too in the tweet. Like, I'm Middle Eastern. I'm
He's
running the
brown,
yeah,
yeah, because she was like black and brown people. He brown.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah. That's yeah.
he's brown. Like
You
it
never
is
know
what
who he is.
no, like and like you could go more down the list. PMP. You know what I mean? Like there's so
Yeah,
many people.
Eddie
It
Kingston.
was just
Yeah,
like Eddie Kingston came out of nowhere and killed it. It's just it didn't work out for her. And that was her experience. Everybody has different experiences.
yeah. So I'm not mad at what she said. It's
Yeah.
like
So it's not like
yeah,
going against her because it's like
yeah,
that was her experience. That was
yeah,
like if I get a job and another Puerto Rican gets the same job as me but gets a better experience and I leave because I didn't like it, but he went up the ranks. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I didn't get it. It was because of me. It was just it just didn't work out for me. It
yeah,
worked out for him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That's how it was.
yeah.
That wasn't what I was gonna bring up though.
Oh, what was I
There
gonna
was
say?
an indie show that came across my Instagram feed called Guts and Glory. Have you heard of it? So it's a random indie company. It has, I'm gonna tell you right now, 68 followers. They only have 3 posts right now. It's scheduled for New Jersey, April 2nd. The first match they announced was the SAT, the Spanish Announce Table. They're back. Uh, they did an open challenge for a 6-on-6 match. The first person that answered that was booked for the show, but now is deleted. They only have the regular 3 posts. Marty Scurll was booked for this New Jersey show, and I saw a lot of people hating on the video of his announcement, saying disgusting and whatever. I'm guessing that's why they took it down.
Yeah.
You gotta let shit go, people. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. You gotta let shit go. Cause listen, if you're gonna hold grudges onto people for the rest of their lives, you ain't nothing gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like you're never gonna evolve.
Yeah.
There was a thing that came out that with the Me Too shit, they never really came out with it. I think it was just discussed outside and like never was brought up to attention. Like, of course, Ring of Honor parted ways with him, but like nothing else came out about it that I know of that was like, oh, he did it or he didn't do it. The man's trying to make a living. You know what I mean? There's people out there that have been saying that there's shit on them that's like receipts and stuff, and they still getting booked and nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
This dude's just trying to make a living. He's killing in Puerto Rico right now. That's the only place he's been working, I think. I think they're in the UK.
Wait,
I want to say.
Pause for a second. Sorry, pause real quick. I gotta go.
You go.
Okay,
yeah, you go.
Keep talking. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he was booked, and then now all of a sudden, all the stuff is down. I don't get it. Like, I understand the Me Too thing. Yeah, it's bad. But if stuff never came out that like he did like something horrible and was like, the man's just trying to make a living. Like, if now every time he posts something or he's in a company, they're gonna trash the company. It's just he's just trying to make a living, man. This is all he knows what to do. Now I don't know the full story. I'm just talking on my ass. I'll say that straight up. I don't know like if there was receipts, if what went down, but what I saw when I researched it, I didn't really see anything. So I was like, okay, because there are situations that people just take advantage of people and they'll say, oh, this person did this, especially if they're famous and have money, just to ruin reputation. So you don't really know the full story until you know the full story. I never found the full story, never found out like what happened after he left Ring of Honor, if they settled anything, if anything got said. So who knows? But I found that weird that the company just booked him, put up a video of him talking about SAT and how he's gonna be entering the open challenge, and then all of a sudden they just delete it. I think that's kind of weird, but
it must have been because of that. I think people were mad about it.
I was excited when I saw he was booked in New Jersey, because I say, you know where I'm gonna be that night? I'm gonna be in Jersey, baby, seeing myself Marty Scurll, because that shit would have been lit. Like, again, I said I don't know the full story. What I looked up is I couldn't find anything, whatever. So I could be talking on my ass. Somebody might come and pull out a whole fucking booklet of shit. I show it to me. I'm not gonna read it. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not gonna read it because I don't give a fuck. This man's just trying to make a living. There's people that have done worse things, like I said, that are still wrestling. But it is what it is. Yeah. But I just wanted to bring that up because I found that weird, because I was like,
so they followed you? What? They followed you?
No, so I followed the SAT and I saw they posted it. I was like, oh, that's a new company. And they were like, oh, somebody answered our open challenge. Post is at 12 noon. So I went to the page. It was already like 3 o'clock. And that's when I saw the video. It only had like 20 or 25 views because it's still a young page.
Yeah.
But I was like, this young up and coming company, whoever's promoting it, no matter if it's a new promoter, I'll tell you right now, Guts and Glory, I think it's called. But I was like, whoever's doing it, like they were pretty hype about booking this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see.
That's a big name.
Yeah.
So for you to get the reaction, for them to get the reaction they did, I get it. Take him off the show, whatever. It is what it is. But I just wanted to bring that up because I was like, yo, that's crazy that like they announced him and then just took it off.
Yeah. Speaking of, sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go.
Speaking of wrestling companies, we officially have we posted on social media a couple times. We officially have our own sponsor, our first wrestling show.
Yes, sir.
Wrestle Rave are having their own show February 12th called Bound by Love, February 12th in Texas. So if you're in the Texas area, go check them out. At 7 p.m. You can also find it on IWTV. We will be sponsoring the show, so check us out if you're watching that. Just wanted to point that out. We forgot to mention that last episode. So yeah,
that shit's lit.
Many more sponsors coming in 2022. Just saying.
Oh, you know the vibes.
Yeah, you already know.
Oh, you already saw how we ended 2021.
Yeah.
2022 is gonna be on another level.
Facts, man. Really.
We already worked on it. It's happening, man.
Yeah, really, man. I guess we could wrap it up right there, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for everyone who tuned in. I know we have one viewer currently listening, so thank you whoever's listening and watching right now. And everyone who else has joined in. Once again, I am Nick from the Ring Fanatics podcast. With me is Joel, and we'll see you guys the next episode.
Catch you.